Hey Sean, it's Latrina. As promised, here's your custom video with some tips and tricks to help improve your online presence. If you don't mind, if you can just, at the end of this, shoot me a quick email. Just let me know briefly what you thought about the video, if it was actually helpful to you at all. It's helpful for me to know so that I can continue to send these the way I do, or if I need to make modifications to make them more valuable to small businesses. So the three topics I'll be covering are content, backlinks, and citations, and why these are essential for your website. So content, of course, are words, images, and videos. And content is extremely important because this is where you're going to plant your keywords, right? There, if you have more content, then you have more opportunity to string your keywords in your text. You should use keywords that are, of course, relevant and things that people will likely be typing into the browser search. Ideally, you'd want about 1,500 words on your homepage and about 500 words on your back pages. But these are not hard written in stone or anything. These are just the ballpark that will give you a better chance of ranking in Google. Basically, the more content you have, then Google sort of considers that to be equated to your knowledge. Of course, keywords are those words and phrases that people type into the browser and searching for your service. So you want to keep that in mind. Like, what are people likely to be typing into the browser to find me? And that's what you want to string along all throughout your website. On every page, as many pages, even the images. The images get browsed too. And many people forget about this and they have random images named with text that people will not be typing in, and you want to take advantage of that. Name the image as something relevant to the keywords that people will be using to find you. Citations are found on the directories like Google, Yelp, Yellow Pages. There's an example there on the screen for you. It's basically the name, address, and phone number. You want to have as many or more than your competitors. Getting your citations helps websites to rank on Google. Another element that's important are backlinks. Backlinks are basically placement of your website URL on other websites. So for example, if you have backlinks at Facebook, Yelp, Yellow Pages that point back to your web page, those are ranked high by Google. They really like to see websites have a high number of backlinks because it shows that you have a legitimate business. But not all backlinks are created equal. So sometimes people just think, oh, I need to get lots of backlinks, and they just throw their URLs on any and every website. But Google doesn't like that. So the websites that you put your URLs on need to be relevant to what you do. They need to either be like blogs that are in your service area, or directories, or things related to what you do. Like you wouldn't want to put your URL on Pizza Hut or things like that, a spa treatment or something. That's not relevant to the work. Like you would want to find those niche websites related to HVAC and place your URLs there. And it's just something to keep in mind. The more backlinks you have, the more popular your website becomes. It's like a popularity contest. The more you have, the more website visitors Google will send your way. So let's take a look at your website. Let's go here. So first, what I did is, you actually have a good website. I don't have very much to say about it, except you could probably add more content, at least on the home page. Not a whole lot, but build it out a little bit more. Like I said, that gets ranked higher in Google. So if you can add more text there. I also noticed that a lot of your images don't have any relevant keywords associated with them. You have the generic ones that you got when you paid for the image. So I would also recommend that you place some keyword names onto all of your images. Either use your company name or heating and cooling in Gaithersburg, or whatever it is that you use as keywords for your site. Okay, the other thing I would recommend too, you have a lot of the social media links here, but they're not prominent. if you had an opportunity, I would recommend placing them somewhere else too on your website, just to make it easier for your users to find those, okay? So one thing I did is I went into Google and did a search for HVAC companies in Gaithersburg. And what you'll see is at the very top of the search, if you're not familiar, you get a lot of ads. You get some ads. These are the people who are paying Google to be placed there, of course, and they're paying money. It's okay to have Google ads, and I don't discourage necessarily from having them. But if people have ad blockers on their computers, they don't even see these. So to me, the most lasting thing to do would be to rank higher and to just improve your website so that organically you get preferential treatment and get placement here in this map box here. Okay, so you can see here there are 3 here. These are essentially getting the bulk of the clicks when people search here. About 30 to 40% of the clicks in Google occur here outside of ads. Okay, and you can certainly rank your website. I mean, if you did a little work, you could certainly get your company ranked in here. You just need to what I would suggest is you kind of use the keywords that they're using and get more backlinks. So let me show you what I mean. So this is some data pulled up from your website. Like right now, you're not really registering as like popularity. You don't have a popularity registration yet because you don't have enough traffic. Right now, you currently have 21 backlinks. You have only 8 domains that are sending traffic your way, and you're using 11 keywords. So you'd want to increase these numbers significantly so that you can be more competitive. If you look, I took one of the competitors out of that box on Google, and you see this top company, Rob Miller HVAC out of Gaithersburg, they're getting like 60 clicks a day. If you look at this chart down here, you see this is a calendar. They're getting a lot of clicks, and there's no reason that you can't grab a substantial number of these. I know that you do good work, so there's no reason that you can't be sharing some of these leads here. Yours right now doesn't really register as far as on the chart, but you can see how much you're getting, and it's pretty much, I will say this is not totally accurate. There could be some discrepancies here because of the delay in getting the Google Analytics into the system. But even if I go further down here, you'll see not a whole lot of traffic is being generated. Actually, none right now from July through present day, not really any traffic being generated from Google. And so you'd want to take advantage and do some of the things that I suggested so that you can grab some of those. Anyways, I don't want to ramble and go on and on, but I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to elaborate and explain a little more clearly. It is kind of late and I'm recording this, but I do try to keep my promises. So I wanted to make sure I got this out this evening. All right. Have a good day, Sean. Thanks for the opportunity to share all of this information with you. Take care. Bye-bye.